Hello everybody. Today we're going to read day 62 in Blossom Goodchild's book, The Bridge. We spoke to you, they say, of the heightening of your senses. This can be achieved by meditation. It is an art form that would benefit you greatly. Allow yourselves to become aware of the fine-tuning that is necessary to achieve the required results. You may ask how this can be done. It is by the stilling of the mind and being. When you allow the quietness to penetrate in to the deepest part of your mind, when you can be aware that no thoughts are interfering, but simply concentrate on the nothingness that is all, when you can do this, you will begin to see visions that were once unavailable to you. Now, as I read that, I'm given a line that came to me, or a thought packet that came to me last night and was repeated this morning in the sitting meditation that I do, which is basically having a pot of tea and then being still. And the message was, or the packet of information was, when they say here, when you can do this, when you begin, or you will, once you concentrate on and allow the nothingness, you will begin to see visions that were once unavailable to you. I've stopped here because what I got last night and this morning was when they say to see, we humans think we need to see it with our eyes, like I see my hand or I see this book. What came to me last night as I was sitting in meditation and was confirmed this morning was seeing with the spiritual eye can be different initially than seeing with the physical eye. What you're seeing is can be a full picture, it can be a thought, it can be just a couple of words that come to you. For me, a lot of times it's hearing different things that I know are coming from outside of my conscious mind, my ego, or my inner child that can be wounded depending on what triggers it. So to see, when they say you can see visions coming, that can be, when they say visions, like they talked about yesterday, using all the physical senses that we would use with our physical bodies, those senses can be applied to the spiritual body as well, which is a seeing which comes like some people refer to them as downloads. And that works for me because all of a sudden you get this, oh my gosh, that's what's going on, like the light bulb going on. So seeing with your spiritual eye or your physical eyes can be like the light bulb going on. Some people refer to it like that. Some people say it's like a download or a packet of information that all of a sudden you know. And that's accompanied, for me, it's accompanied by a peace, which is the peace of God, which passes all understanding. That's a phrase that I grew up with in the church that I went to. And the peace of God, which passes all understanding, is that comfortable, warm knowing that everything is okay. And that feeling accompanies the information that I get, which basically lets me know that everything is all right with the world. Everyone is on their own path, doing their own thing, learning what their soul came here to learn and experience. So let's go back to where we were in Blossom's work. I'm going to read that sentence again. When you allow the quietness to penetrate in to the deepest part of your mind, when you can be aware that no thoughts are interfering, by simply concentrate on the nothingness that is all. When you can do this, you will begin to see visions that were once unavailable to you. With each step that is moving you forward comes a new beginning. Let me read that again. With each step that is moving you forward comes a new beginning. And what I'm here when I read that is another section of a meditation or a packet of information that came to me. You know, they talk about, and this came, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. You've heard people refer to, if you're listening to this, as chances are you've probably heard people refer to portals. You know, a specific date or specific place. You know, the earth chakra, the heart chakra of the planet. What I was given about portals is that each second, each packet, each time you turn around, each time you take a breath, each moment can be seen as a portal into something new. We are each given moments through the day when we are presented with ways we can make choices. And every time we make a choice to see the higher good, to choose the highest road, somebody triggers us and we see it as their pain, nothing to do with us, but it's their pain that's causing someone to snap at you or to say you're crazy. Or the choice is, it's never about anybody else. It's about us and our response of the highest awareness that we can access in any moment. That's what brings the peace. That's what brings the awareness of the triggers that maybe we still have to heal. And depending on how much we're triggered or how we are what we see through the day, how much we can choose the highest road. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible and cut out all the fluff. How quickly we can get to choosing the highest choice or highest road, or that's the challenge. It's not ever about anybody else. It's how much we can access ourselves. Because as we begin to access those higher choices and see the results of those higher choices, the more we're going to want it, because it feels so good. It feels so amazing to choose a different response than maybe we've chosen before, and then see the ripple effect that has on the rest of your interaction with somebody or the interaction that you have for the day. So I'll read that sentence again after that digression. With each step that is moving you forward comes a new beginning. And we continue. It is difficult for one to become in touch with the higher part of themselves if they do not give themselves the required silence to go within and be, in quotes, B-E-B, of that like mind in order to make that contact. And Blossom says, this is exactly what is taking place for me right now. I do apologize, but my mind can't settle this morning. Perhaps I will try again later when there is more free time. Feeling a bit rushed and not able to concentrate. Sorry, chaps. I gave it a go. And they're back. Federation of Light says, in the years ahead, you will look back upon these words and know them to be of truth. How easy it is for the mind to wander and be distracted. You have much to contend with on a day-to-day basis. Matters that can bring the energies of the soul into a place that one would not desire. It is then that you must rise above these insignificancies. The trivialities that affect can take hold and bring the level of one's consciousness into a place that it is not comfortable with. Recognize these trivialities for what they are. Intentions of the correct form can bring you out of these moods that sometimes seem to overwhelm. Frequencies can be altered by persistence. It takes determination to keep on going in your world sometimes, when all around seem to be of a downcast nature, and what you see and hear makes you feel there is little point in continuing. You know that there is a point. You know that there is reason. Sometimes it seems that your lessons to be learnt will never cease. This is because you have chosen to be in a world that challenges. You have asked to be here for many reasons. We often desire to step in and show to you the brighter picture that lies ahead, but we cannot. It is against the rules. Know within your being of this brighter picture ahead. And Blossom says, today I'm struggling to pick up your link. Although I would definitely say today that it is my frame of mind that is blocking. I know I've said it before, but I do wish sometimes that I could hear you. And here is in quotes. That would make it so much clearer. I feel you are asking me to keep going. What do you wish to say next? And they say, we wish only to express our love for you. We wish only to thank you for all your work you have done so far. We wish you to appreciate how grateful we are to you for your continual perseverance when others may have given in. Do you think if we could let you hear us, that we would not have already done so? You always feel that it is your fault, or you always feel that it is you at fault. With respect, have we not already told you of interferences by those who wish to destroy this mission? And Blossom says, well, how come then that now this last paragraph is suddenly coming through when the previous ones today were so difficult? Just because I decided to pack up? And they said, because you decided not to bother and let go. Therefore your thoughts were not interfering with ours. And she says, but I thought you said it was outside interference and not my fault. And the Federation says, we did. But we did not say that it was not outward influences that are affecting your disposition today. By not concentrating and trying to deliver, you broke the spell, if we may put it that way. And that's day 62 in Blossom Goodchild's book, The Bridge. Blossom's work, as I've mentioned, is available on our website, blossomgoodchild.com, and all her channelings she puts on YouTube. The other bit that came for me that I'm going to include this morning is a little note. A friend of mine and I were talking a while back about how much easier it was going to be when we could communicate with everybody's higher self, when everybody's pain was healed and everyone was speaking from their higher self and understood how important that was. And what I heard was from a connection I have with the creatures that live with me, that I help look after. And it was, the message was, if you feel that way about human-to-human contact, how much do you think we're looking forward to everyone realizing that we're all one? You think you're looking forward to it? The rest of the creatures that inhabit this planet with us are looking forward to it as well. Because it's going to change everything. Once we know that consciousness is not just within humans. I was told one time that there are planets, there are worlds, for all the creatures that are here on this planet with us, whether it be the dolphins, which we know are a very aware species, whether it's the dolphins or whether it's the ant kingdom or whether it's the bird kingdom, these creatures have worlds of their own. And one day we're going to be given the opportunity to realize the consciousness that is. You think we're impatient waiting. What about them? Yeah. Crazy. So, yeah. That was I've got to even look. That was day 62 in Blossom Goodchild's book, The Bridge, with a couple of detours. I'm hearing that the detours, though, are okay, because it just, it's stuff that comes. Have a wonderful day, folks. Yeah. Take care.